She thought ending a toxic relationship would give her peace, but 2 years later, her past came back disguised as a delivery man. Somehow he found his way into her home. With knife in his hands, he stabbed her multiple times. I guess maybe he came to deliver death after all.
She broke up with him over a year ago. This is, I think, August last year or so. This is getting to the second year of their breakup. And the guy has refused to move on. He keeps making statements like, if I don't have you, nobody will. If I don't marry you, blood will flow. You know? And then she stopped speaking strange numbers because every time, this boy is pestering, this boy is disturbing, this boy is after her, you know. She has been avoiding him. My sister is a very hardworking girl. Very, very hardworking. She's an interior decorator. This girl just finished NYSC. She's just trying to find the food. But his relationship by divorce. And then also many people out there in this world.
This is the story of Deborah Moses, popularly known as Deborah Porshe, a young interior decorator whose life was brutally cut short by a man who once claimed to love her. A story of how love turned into obsession, and then it ended in murder. Deborah Moses was a beautiful young girl from Benue State. To everyone who knew her, she was hardworking, ambitious, and determined to succeed. She had completed a National Youth Service Corps as at 2024 and was already building a career as an interior decorator. Friends described her as vibrant. Family members saw her as focused, with big dreams and energy to achieve them. Deborah was a young woman ready to step into her future, but that future was about to be stolen. At one point, Deborah was in a relationship with Lintex Ogale. What began as love eventually turned into something darker. By August 2023, Deborah had had enough. The relationship had become toxic, even abusive. She ended things hoping for peace, but peace wasn't what Lintex wanted. After the breakup, his affection turned into obsession. He began to stalk her, to harass her, and to make terrifying threats. His words were chilling.
If I don't have you, nobody will. If I don't marry you, blood will flow.
Frightened, Deborah confided in her sister, sharing the weight of those threats. But as the months turned into years, Lintex didn't let go. He was waiting, planning. On the morning of September 4, 2025, Lintex puts his deadly plan into motion. Disguised as a dispatch rider, he approached the gates of Deborah's estate in Lagos. His disguise was convincing. But however, the security men had to follow protocol. They called Deborah to confirm if she had ordered for or if she was expecting a delivery. Deborah on the other side said she wasn't expecting any delivery. So the security men grew suspicious and refused him entering the estate. He took another path. He scaled the fence, slipping into the compound like a predator. Once inside, he first tried something sinister. He cut the pipe connected to Deborah's cooking gas, hoping it would cause an explosion. But when that failed, his obsession pushed him further. He crept to her window, forced his way inside, and pulled out a knife. Inside her own home, Deborah came face to face with the man she had once loved and the nightmare she had long feared. In a violent frenzy, Lintex stabbed her multiple times. The brutal attack ended with a lifeless body lying on the floor of her apartment. The neighbors, however, were alert because they heard the struggling noises that were coming from the room. So they ran towards the direction and tried to gain access to the apartment. When the horror was done, Lintex tried to turn the knife on himself. It's unclear whether he was trying to kill himself or if he was trying to injure himself or if he was trying to make it seem as if it was a fight between them. But before he could succeed, the residents of the estate rushed in. They overpowered him and held him down until the police arrived. News of Deborah's death spread quickly across Lagos, across Benue, across social media. Grief and anger followed. She was remembered as ambitious, hardworking, and full of promise, a woman whose only mistake was trusting the wrong man. Her family was left broken, her friends devastated. Deborah Porsche's murder is more than a crime story. It is a lesson. Too often, threats like, "If I can't have you, no one will," are brushed aside. Too often, warning signs in toxic relationships are ignored until it's too late. For Deborah, those words weren't empty. They were a death sentence. It's just so sad that her dreams ended in the most painful way because someone she once trusted chose violence over letting go. And sadly, Deborah is not the only victim. Just last month in Bombay village in South Africa, another young woman, Ogale Morata, lost her life in similar circumstances. Two women, two different places, but one haunting reality. When obsession and control masquerade as love, the outcome is almost always tragedy. Media's stories serve as warning and a call for us all to listen, speak up, and protect those who are in danger. Please, if you find this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button for more. This is Etienne, Crimes and Morbid.